second. Just a second. Just a second. I'm still setting up. I was trying something different, and I forgot to prepare. Oh, okay. Did I do it right? I think I did it right. Still got the curlers in my hair. I'm not ready. I broke it. I'm not ready. I'm mostly ready, but I'm not ready. Thank you so much. Wait, did I turn the mic on? Do I remember to turn the mic on? Thank you so much for the... I didn't read all of them. They're going by so fast. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. It's my birthday. I'm old, but that's okay. I love Pedro Pascal. It's your birthday too? Yeah. So this isn't exactly the day of my birthday, but this is the Saturday that's closest to my birthday. So I thought, why not have a stream? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, I'm only in my late 30s. Oh, thank you so much, Mars with 4 Z's. I do my best. I'm just a silly old lady on the internet wearing a wig. I don't even know what my hair looks like. Katie, happy place? I'm not sure. Thank you, Manel. I age like fine wine. Thank you. Oh no, Michael Starlight Doe, you played What I Wouldn't Do. Yeah. I had to censor a lot in that game. It took all my powers of comedy to make that bearable. Thank you so much, Miko the Silly Goober. Phew. Oh, my wig. Is my wig, like, backwards? I don't know. I have been so, like, excited and nervous for this stream. Phew. Oh, thank you so much, the cool kid Raven. There's so many of us that play Yandere, stalking, horror, dating sim games. I'm super flattered when anybody wants to watch my channel. I just want to make a cozy place where we can fall in love with obsessed characters. Thank you so much, Guild Dragon Gamer. I didn't play very much of Boyfriend to Death. I think I really only played Strayed and Ryer's levels, but most of that is on my adult Patreon. Hi, Adele was definitely not here. You are definitely here. And to anyone who has to go, who can only like pop in and say hi, thank you so much for popping in. Okay, my hair doesn't look too bad. Because so I made a community post where people could ask me questions, and so I've been spending the last few days answering those questions, because I get nervous when I answer questions live. I have an attention problem, so I wanted to write them all down. First of all, can everybody hear the cool lo-fi Castlevania music? Liminal paraphernalia. Ashton's doing pretty well. He wants me to hurry up and finish Picture Perfect Boyfriend reboot so that he can be with his honey. Oh yeah, the Cool Kid Raven. I can't wait to play more Chilling Devotion. Alright, the music's not too loud compared to my voice. I'm still, thanks to that touch-starved dilemma of not having music, I've learned how to kind of have music during the live streams. Oh, I did! Drusel 12, I did play Enna's Dream Barbecue. I played that on a live stream a while ago. Not yet, Nico. I haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters yet, but hopefully next week I will watch it with a very special friend, Sleepybug. If all goes well, I hope to watch K-pop Demon Hunters for the first time with Sleepybug. My husband's doing very well. My husband has been so good to me for my birthday. He got me all my favorite foods, and he got me a cake, and he learned how to make funnel cake for me, because I love funnel cake, and I have the best husband in the world. Hi, Sleepybug. Crank the music down a little. Got it. Thank you. At least I don't think a lo-fi version of Castlevania Symphony of the Night will get copyright claimed. I'll be very angry if it did. I also turned down the ads a little bit. Like, instead of balanced, I put it to low, so hopefully people won't get interrupted by ads too much. The phone. Oh golly, Miko the silly goober. No, I don't know if Corey, the voice actor for Bob's. I don't know what I would do if Bob voice actors, golly, if he sung Happy Birthday to me. I don't know what I would do. Phew. I've been playing a lot of Date Everything. I think I'm up to like 6 or 7 videos of it, and I've been seeing the voice actors on TikTok like do voice things for people, and like I've seen Dorian's voice actor and Hector's voice actor, and man, those guys are really good. And Tyrell's voice actor. I can't wait to meet Tyrell. Thank you so much, Kai Hollock. Thank you so much. I'm gonna cry. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I didn't really have much anything planned for this birthday. You should always celebrate your birthday, even if it's like having a chill day, but I just kind of was like working, and I got calls from friends and family, and I got treated to dinner by my husband, and I'm spending it here with you guys. Best birthday ever! Oh yeah, and oh, thank you so much, Julian Newsom. Yeah, I'm learning. I probably should look up videos about actual voice acting. Bye, Val. Thank you so much for stopping by. If anybody has to go, thank you so much for showing up. If anybody can't make it right now, I really, really appreciate you wanting to be here for my birthday. Thank you so much, Sleepybug, and thank you so much for the happy birthday singing for me. You have a beautiful voice. Lovely pecan pie. Yeah, the Messiah XD, I think I put that in my to-play list a long time ago. I have so many games on my to-play list, and more keep coming out. Like, if you go to my itch.io page in my collections, there's like 600 games in there, and it's growing. But I don't know, I'd rather get to explore more people's like visual novels that they create than like not have any to create. Thank you, Small Bento Sakura, and thank you for coming. If you don't know, Small Bento Sakura makes some great animations and art, and they made a really amazing animation for Picture Perfect Boyfriend that I need to watch again for the 100th time. Kiayati, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming, and welcome to our silly little channel. We get a little silly here. We do some tomfoolery. we simp for fictional characters. You know what? I've been thinking about trying Cookie Run Kingdom. I don't know. I've just been so busy. Michael Starlight, yeah, date everything's gonna make a lot of people question a lot of things. I am a big fan of Dasha. I need to finish her story, and I want to make one episode of just all the cozy, soft characters like Betty and Tyrell and Mateo. Okay, I will be serenaded all of July by Sleepybug. Tee. Yay, thank you, liminal paraphernalia. I love cake. I love cake so much. I am trying to watch my sugar intake. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be answering questions, golly. Yep, Cool Kid Raven, Skips is also my sweetheart too. I think right now he's at my tippy-top favorite. You're not late at all, Nozomi Tima. You're not late at all. I'm still yapping. Oh, Kyle, you didn't need to. Oh, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that. The first one was enough, but thank you. This is going in my savings for like food and medicine. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. It's not necessary, but I really do appreciate it. Why won't it let me give it a thumbs up? Alright, there it goes. Thank you so much, Kai Halak. That's what I want to know, Moonlit Nights. Will we ever see Jacob Alden again? Whew. Yep, Adele was definitely not here. So far, my doctors haven't said anything that I might have diabetes. They haven't said anything like that, but still, they told me to, of course, watch my weight. I think my weight's okay. But I just want to be a little bit healthier. I want to be a little bit more swole. I got some weights, so I've got some pinkish purple 8-pound weights, and I'm just... I would like to be stronger, though. And since I'm sitting down so much with editing and playing games, I gotta, like, stretch my legs. Marie Mary, Lover's Paranoia. Did I play Lover's Paranoia? I think I have played the demo for Lover's Paranoia, but there's, Lover's Enigma I haven't played yet, and I'm kind of stalling because it looks really scary. But I am gonna play it, and when Lover's Paranoia updates, I'll play that some more. But I have played What Remains of Edith Finch. I have played that. That was an experience. I played that with my husband years ago. And I don't know. I don't know about playing FNAF Secret of the Mimic. I haven't even played the first FNAF game. But I already watched Corey Kenshin play the entire thing, so I'm completely spoiled. Oh really, Sleepybug? It's an ad and my face? Oh golly. Oh, this is going by so fast. I hope I don't I hope I don't miss anybody's questions. Wait, what's a good idea? Kai Halak, the Bret Hart of this stream. I don't understand that reference, Uggy Stoopy. I'm just kind of... So, Castlevania Symphony of the Night that I've got playing now is like one of my first favorite video games. I think... And I'm probably wrong, because I was like a teenager when I played it, but I think Alucard, specifically from Castlevania Symphony of the Night, was my first fictional husband. So, Alucard has a very special place in my heart. Thank you so much again, Kai Halak. what, what if someone yelled John Doe like Leroy Jenkins energy? John Doe! And his name was John Doe! Oh, okay. Thank you again. Thank you. Alien? Alan? Alien? I can't get that name, that song out of my head ever since I heard it. My name is the Fluffing Mimic. It's so earwormy. I know I'm supposed to be answering questions, but what's my opinion on the Jack in the Box mascot guy? He knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. He shouldn't be doing it. I'm like, sir, please, you're the Jack in the Box mascot. Exactly, Uggy Stubby. Adrian Fahrenheit Tepish, my beloved. It's your birthday? Yeah, I said it's your birthday too, Pedro Pascal. Happy birthday! Happy birth! Ah, Julia Newsom, you noticed the rings on my necklace? Well, one is my wedding ring, my actual wedding ring with my actual husband, my actual real life husband. You guys have seen him, he's real. And this one, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a duelist ring from Revolutionary Girl Utena. Because you guys, I hope you'll never get tired of me talking about my favorite anime. It's, if I ever get a tattoo, it would be this rose crest that I love it so much. And this pink and black ring is I think it's my first anniversary gift from my husband. And he got it pink and black so that because it looks like Utena's color, and there's an inscription on it that says, "Never lose your strength and nobility." Ah! I'm sorry to everyone who's married. I have the best husband. I'm sorry. I have the best husband in the world. I'm sorry. Wait, was there? Oh yeah, the birthday song from The Emperor's New Groove. No. Ah, come on, allergies. Whew. Thank you for the Eagles. Adele was definitely not here. Did I miss a thing? Making sure I didn't miss anybody's donation things. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It'll help me pay my bills. I haven't watched The Miraculous Ladybug yet, like sat down and watched it, but I've seen enough clips to get the gist of the show and know that that if I did watch it, I would be obsessed with it. Oh, Sleepy Bug, don't say that. It's the ring you proposed to me with. Yeah, it's good that you'll never get tired of Utena, because I'm gonna keep talking about it. In fact, I should be answering questions. Thank you so much, Violava! Yeah, I was happy that you're healthy again. Happy birthday, Espoir, and happy birthday to everyone in the chat who has a birthday too. Thank you so much. I won't cry. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Alright, maybe I'm gonna cry. Maybe. Crying is healthy. I might cry a little bit. But thank you so much, Violava. Alright, because I also have, because my mommy is coming by, and I want to have time to talk to my mom. Oh, my nose. Oh, I'm sorry, Julia Newman. I wasn't talking much about The Miraculous Ladybug. I haven't seen it yet. It looks really, really cool. It's something that would have definitely changed my entire brain chemistry. But I want to start answering some of these lovely birthday questions I got on the community post. Whew. Because I don't want anybody's questions to get left behind. So what have we got here? So I tried to put these in order from oldest to newest. So the first question is by Iman Fifo. I was wondering, where did you get the inspiration for the name Espoir du Vide on YouTube? Oh yeah, oh boy, this... I'm glad it started with this one, because this one kind of dovetails into a lot of other questions, but it's a long, complicated story. One day I might make, like, a proper video about it, because it's something that's really important to me. So I'll try to shorten it so it's not so crazy, and I also write it down so that my thoughts don't get so distracted. So a few years before I made my channel, I was in the lowest, worst depression of my life. Like, I was a people pleaser, I was giving more than I had, like, kind of giving away more of your heart than you should, and I just felt really lonely. I just felt bad. I just felt really bad, like, with actual depression, and I didn't know what to do. Like, I would daydream, make up OCs, draw, and like I felt like I couldn't do any of that. Like, I lost my ability to draw, I lost my ability to think about my OCs. I was just kind of just like feeling like a black slime in a Bendy and the Ink Machine. I'm glad I wrote this down. So eventually I decided I wanted to try to cobble together a game, like to make a Yume Nikki-like RPG Maker horror game. Thank you so much. Adele was definitely not here. I appreciate that. You don't have to do that. Thank you. Right, so I wanted to make a game to kind of like put all of my traumas and my thoughts and my feelings into this game. That game is Gentile Alouette, which after like 8 or 9 years, it's still not done, but it's a game that's super, super personal to me. So one of the biggest inspirations to that game was the game Off. So when that gets remastered, I really want to play that for the channel, because that game kind of led me to being here. It kind of had a big piece of that. Because when I was originally going to make Gentile Alouette, I wanted to make a game, because FNAF was really popular back then, and I wanted to make, yeah, like purple, exactly, Katie Mellon, like purple. Yeah, I love purple. Oh, I've got some words about purple. But originally I wanted to make, like, a horror story based on, like, a children's something, because that was popular at the time. And, so I chose the song, Gentile Alouette, and I realized I'd never looked up the translation for that song, and when you look it up, it's like talking about plucking out a bird's eyes and taking off their beak, and just, it's really gruesome if you think about it. I assume they're gonna cook the lark and eat it. But yeah, it just sounded like it would be the perfect thing for a horror story. But then during that time I got super depressed, I stopped working on the game, and eventually I turned Gentile Alouette into something else. So, the reason there was so much French going on was it was Gentile Alouette, and I wanted to use, like, allude to the song being French, but also at the time I was really into a Belgian artist named Stromae. I know some people have heard of him. He makes amazing music. Like, I don't buy full albums. Like, there's a lot of artists I love, but there's only a few that as soon as they drop an album, I'll buy it without even listening to it. And Stromae is one of my favorite artists. So he sings in French, and I actually started to teach myself a little bit of French because I wanted to learn more about what he was singing about. I think it's spelled, where'd I spell it? I know I spelled it somewhere. Stromae. Stromae. It's like maestro, but backwards. So that's where the French comes from. So I started learning French because of that. So eventually, as I'm learning French, I learned how to say, so if you've read the book Dante's Inferno, there's the quote, "Abandon all hope ye who enter here." So I learned how to say that in French. If I remember, you can correct me if I'm wrong, "Abandonner tout espoir vous qui entre ici." So I would say that when I went to my very toxic job, which I'm not there anymore, thank goodness. Leaving that place was like the best thing to ever happen to me. But I would say that, and I was depressed, and kind of saying that in French made me feel a little bit better. Yep, Jeff Cook, whenever I say merde, I'm saying a bad word in French. Don't tell anybody I taught you that. So, as I'm working on this game, Gentille Alouette, and just kind of putting all my feelings into each of these characters and kind of giving them my problems, but like in a Revolutionary Girl Utena style, like really beautiful and fancy, but it's like really, really sad and depressing underneath, I kind of started getting new OCs back and getting my imagination back and like kind of getting my inner daydreaming back. I'm sorry if I'm missing people's quotes. I'm trying to stay focused. So in developing that game, I actually started to feel a little better, and I actually started to like think through my traumas and problems and kind of fight my way out of depression. So each character, most of the characters in Alouette, they're named after birds in French, like Alouette is lark, Colibri is hummingbird, Cygni is a swan, and there was one character that I named Espoir because she's like the nicest, the only character who's really nice and supportive to Alouette. Everyone is kind of a jerk, but they're all kind of healing from their own thing. Or they're just a jerk. Thank you so much, she who lounges upon rings of Saturn. Thank you, it's not necessary, but I appreciate it so much. Thank you, and I'm glad you could make it to the stream. Uggy Stoopy Nose, Sleepy Bug Nose. And I love when people, because Alouette, there is like a demo available. It's extremely old and I think it's kind of janky, but if you'd like to play the game I'm talking about, it is up on my itch.io page. It will be changed a lot. The poor Jacques sisters in the beginning, they're getting cut out. Yeah, Sleepy Bug, you're getting ahead of me. On Uggy Stoopy, I wish I could have gotten to Autruche more. Autruche is probably one of my favorite characters in Gentille Alouette. Autruche means ostrich, and Autruche is like a really pretty housewife lady who's insanely strong because she keeps buying vacuum cleaners that are super heavy. Hey, Uggy Stoopy, stop. Don't tell them about my old games. I also made 2 other RPG Maker games called 5 Little Lights and Thin Walls. I need to re-upload 5 Little Lights. But Thin Walls is up on itch.io. It's my first video RPG Maker game that I actually finished. Thank you so much, Flowers of Joy. Oh my gosh! Your playthrough of Criminally Yours made me so happy as the lead dev. I love that game so much. Criminally Yours was one of my favorite games. I need to add that to my playlist of Espoir's favorite. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I can't wait to play more of that game. I would forgive Nicolaus. I would forgive him. I would love him, and I would forgive him. I don't care who he is. I'd be like, oh, okay, that's great. I would welcome him with open arms. Thank you so much again, she who lounges upon rings of Saturn. It's really not necessary, but it really does help me at the end of the month. It helps me buy all these bandages. Oh yeah, and I'm alright when I'm wearing bandages. Somebody asked me in a comment, or I think I answered it here. No, Eggy Stoopy, I gotta get rid of the Jacques sisters. They're too much. Their themes clash with other people's themes. But I've got really bad eczema. It's on my hands. Hopefully you can't see it, but it makes like scars and wounds upon my arms, and I've got to keep my arms moist. I gotta keep my arms moist, so the bandages kind of help keep all the healing ointments upon there. Oh, it'll be a Criminally Yours update will be out August 29th. I will most definitely play it. And anybody who's watching, if it comes out and I forget, please do remind me, because it takes like a day or two for me to get the notification from itch.io. Revskull had another great idea. I keep missing it. I missed it. What was it? I want to see it. Aw. Oh, thank you, Digital Wave. Goat milk lotion. Because I've been trying goat milk soap. I didn't know they had lotion. Goat milk lotion. Ugh. And also all these donations help because having eczema is a really expensive sickness. And my gosh darn health insurance says, oh no, we don't cover that because it's cosmetic. Cosmetic. Ugh. But goat milk soap. I mean lotion. Yeah, I've tried goat milk soap, but I haven't tried goat milk lotion. Oh yeah, and she who lounges upon rings of Saturn, I have gallons of shea butter. I have so much raw shea butter. I've got Aquaphor, I've got moisturizer, I've got calamine lotion. You can probably see it, I've got heat rash upon my chest. But I've also been trying to change my eating patterns a little bit. Like, I've been trying to eat more omega-3 fatty foods, like fish. I've been drinking aloe juice? Aloe juice? Ooh. Maria Mary, so I want to play more Sunny Day Jack. I've heard there's an update, but I think it's only on their Patreon, and it looks really unfinished. So if they allow people who are not on the Patreon to play it, then I will definitely play it, because I miss that blue-haired manipulative clown. Aw, that would be so nice of you, Digital Wave. I don't have a P.O. box yet for people to send me stuff. Fish or anything pescatarian? Yeah, I've been eating more salmon lately, and I found that I really like sardines. Like, this morning I had a super healthy breakfast of scrambled eggs with spinach sprinkled in it, like fresh spinach, and like slightly fried sardines. I think that's healthy. Uh-oh. I lost my place. I forgot what we were talking about. Hello everyone just joining us. Alright, Espoir. We're talking about why I chose the name Espoir du Vide. So, Espoir, in this game that I started making to kind of heal my trauma on my own, she's the only character who's really nice to Alouette. Alouette is this teeny tiny little bird child creature who's very, very sad, and he just wants to stay home and eat bread and listen to his music box, but he's got to venture out into the real world because a witch stole the song out of his music box. And almost everyone he meets is really mean to him, except Espoir. She's very supportive. She's also a bird like he is, but she's one of the few birds that can actually fly with her wings. And she's actually very dumb, too. She's incredibly ditzy, she's kind of annoying, but despite that, she still keeps trying her best. And, my ear itches. So I can't remember when when I started feeling better. Like I'm working. It has been like 8 or 9 years since I started working on this game. But I started to feel better. I started to feel stronger. I had been isolating myself for a really long time. So at some point, I think it was, yeah, after I left my really toxic job, I thought, I want to do something crazy. I want to do something that the old me, the unhealed me, would never ever think of doing. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. Ow, I hit my leg. So when I started this channel, I wanted a name that kind of represented the new fixed version of me. And I also wanted a name to remind myself to never give up no matter how dark the void got, because somehow I made it out of here. I didn't intend to make it past 2017, and now it's 2025 and I'm still here. I lived. So I'm just really thankful to still be here, that I just kept moving forward. And I wanted to kind of make a promise to myself that I would never let myself get that deep in the void again. So the word, I think a long time ago in a comment, somebody told me that the word espoir kind of sounds like the Spanish word for light, or was it the Portuguese word for light? But the word espoir kind of sounds like light. So I just kind of wrote all this as my mind was going a mile a minute. But espoir kind of sounds like you're in a completely dark room and you've got this teeny tiny little candlelight, and that's enough to keep you going. So I kind of wanted my name to be that, a flame in the dark, or of espoir in the vide. Yeah. And also, espoir means hope, and that's another thing that I just kind of clung to. Because when I really liked how the word espoir sounded when I learned how to say abandonner tout espoir, and I thought, man, that word sounds really pretty. And I learned that that means hope, and that just kind of inspired me to give that name to the character Espoir, and then I kind of took that name from her. But now that I look at Gentille Alouette again, maybe Espoir in the game is a lot more me than I realized she was, because she's the only character in this dark world that, like, still has a little bit of hope. Aw, thank you, Sleepy Bug. Thank you. Sleepy Bug said you're taking care of your heart, soul, and spirit, plus me and Uggy Stoopy are here. Aw, thank you, you two. Thank you. I won't let myself backslide either. So, yeah, I wanted my name to kind of sound like something that's very, very tiny in a dark place, but no matter how dark it gets, you can't shut out that tiny little light. So I made up another, where'd it go? Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? So another French phrase that kind of became my self catchphrase. There it is. L'espoir ne meurt jamais. Hope never dies. And that kind of became Espoir in the game's catchphrase, and then I kind of took that from her and made that my own kind of self catchphrase. So I wanted my name to be Espoir in the void, but that would be l'espoir dans le vide, which doesn't sound that bad now that I think about it. But I kind of liked Espoir du vide because that kind of rolls off the tongue a little better. So technically, my name spells Espoir of the void, but I don't know. We can get away with that. Oh, that's beautiful, Miko the Silly Goober. I'm sorry that I'm missing so many people's comments. I'm trying to stay focused on the comments that are from the community post. But you know, me and Focus aren't really good friends. Your mom put your middle name as Faith because when she had you, she was alone, and the thing she clung to was the word faith, and it kept her going. That's beautiful. I would love to do that, Revskull, to make a video showcasing my art and character concept art. I've been meaning to do that for Picture Perfect Boyfriend, but I can't remember where. They're around here somewhere. My original pictures of like Ashton and the crew. They're really sketchy sketches. Nope, MJ, you're not late. At least I don't think so. I'm still answering the first question. I didn't get too many questions. I think there's maybe 20 questions. Thank you so much, Ola. I think I'm just good at mimicking accents that I've heard a lot. Like sometimes I'll put an accent on something that doesn't even need it because I think it looks cool. Yeah, exactly, Rainbow Factory Taylor. My hope fills me with determination. And somebody said, where'd it go? Yeah, my chat fills me with determination. It really does. Like chatting with you guys, it's really fun. It's one of the reasons why I made a YouTube channel, because I just wanted to stop being lonely, and I really wanted to put myself out there and just be as me as I could be, so that I could attract people who actually want to listen to me. Because there's some people I would like to watch my channel, but they don't, and that's okay. That's their choice. But for the people who do want to be here, I really appreciate that you're here. It fills me with determination when I'm making like a 5-hour video and I've been editing it for 3 weeks. I am working on the day 5 update of Duality, but I want to start that from the beginning like I did with you and him, but that's gonna be a while. But it's been a while since I played it, so people who haven't seen my first video can see it from the beginning and see the amazing art in the beginning. I'm also getting distracted by this cool music. Yeah, so technically I would want my name to be Espoir. Oh, wait. Yeah. Hope in the void, but Espoir du vide means hope of the void, which is fine too. Yeah, so that is the very quick story of why I chose the name Espoir du vide. It's based on, it's inspired by the game Off, the Belgian artist Stromae, massive amounts of depression, birds in French, Revolutionary Girl Utena, and a game that I haven't finished in 9 years. At this point, right now, I do YouTube full-time. I really wish I didn't. It's very stressful. But yeah, for right now, until I find another job, I do YouTube full-time. So that's why these donations help. And also, if you can't donate, just watching my video, liking, subscribing, I think that's what the algorithm helps with. I'm not sure anymore. But just sharing my videos and showing people this crazy millennial who loves fictional men, I think that helps my channel, because I would much rather take corporations' money than just regular people like us. But yeah, I do this full time. I wish I didn't, but it's fun. It's fun. It's really fun. I really like editing. I really like putting in little jokes and being silly. Oh yeah, liminal paraphernalia. I don't know if I showed that off in a video somewhere, but my first concept art for Picture Perfect Boyfriend, they were going to be like kind of chibi looking characters because I didn't have any confidence in my art style. And the first Ashton was like a cute chipmunk nerd looking character with big glasses that some people have named. Ooh, there's a big old bump on my face. Ow, what's that all about? That some people have named Ash Todd, Ashton the original draft. And he's so tiny. But I got rid of that idea in a while, but I still have the drawing somewhere. Maybe on my Tumblr. I don't want to answer too many questions here, because I want to stick with the questions that people asked, like, a few days ago. Thank you so much, MJ. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'd rather take advertisers' money than take you guys' money. We work too hard. Yeah, Uggy Stoopy, this playlist is like an hour long, I think. Ooh, well, don't do that. Don't do that. Or do that. Did it freeze? I don't know if it froze. Come on, YouTube, don't do this to me. Oh, thank you so much, Kenny Usia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mimosa. B-Day Cash. Thank you. Thank you, Mimosa. I hope it didn't freeze for you guys, because my thing is buffering for some reason. Can you still hear me? Did this freeze? Ooh. Oh wait, I can check. Hold on. Let me check on my own stream. Making sure this didn't freeze on you guys. Alright, doesn't look like it froze. Okay, alright, doesn't look like it froze. Okay. Because on YouTube, it's doing the little swirly thing, and I don't know if it's still coming in clear for you guys, but I guess it is. Thank you so much, Comet Hidden Gem. Thank you. I'm getting so distracted from the music. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is like one of my top favorite games. Thank you so much, Comet. Aw, thank you so much, Liminal Paraphernalia. That Ashton is one of your favorite Yanderes. I think I do have a question about... Oh wait, no, I don't think I have a question about Ashton. Not very much. 1 out of 20 questions done. So, I had a community post. It's still up, I think. Where people could put in questions there, so I want to try to get to those questions first. Because I want to answer all of your questions. Green Thing asks, what inspired me to open this channel, and did you expect to grow the community you have now? Thank you so much. Thank you for the birthday wishes too. So a few things went into my decision to start a YouTube channel. I'm glad that question about my name came up first, because that kind of explains a lot of it. But I had been, like, incredibly quiet and very people-pleasing and very, like, I don't want to say shy, but just quiet. And, like, you know, I didn't want to stand out. I didn't want to, like, do anything abnormal. And, after healing from my depression a little, I decided I didn't want to isolate myself again. I didn't want to be quiet. I wanted to be loud. I wanted to be as me as I could be. And I wanted to have a place where if people wanted to watch me, they could. And if they didn't want to watch me, they didn't have to. So, YouTube seemed to be the best thing for that, because back in my day, back when YouTube was first invented... That's not even a joke. back when I was around when YouTube was first invented. Just imagine this is a cane. It was just silly people putting themselves out there. So, that's what inspired me to make my channel. But also money. Because, at the time, I can't remember. I think it was when COVID hit really bad that I started my channel. Why does it look like my chat? Why does it look like my chat has frozen? Why has it frozen? Don't freeze. Aw, thank you so much, Kineusia. Thank you. I don't know why the chat has frozen on this. Come on, YouTube. Cooperate. OBS is cooperating. But yeah, also money. Cause at this point, I don't know what I want to do. Went to college, got good grades, stayed out of trouble, and I'm still miserable and poor. So doing the thing that everybody told me to do, as a millennial what I should be doing, wasn't working. So I thought, well, what if I tried something different? What if I put myself out there on YouTube and maybe somebody would think I was funny and they would hire me for something? So I didn't intend to enter the what is it called? The partner program in YouTube. I thought, oh, that's never gonna happen. I'm never gonna get that. So I just wanted it to be a place where people could meet me. And they say, hey, you're pretty silly. You want a job? So you can escape the toxic one you're at? But yeah, mostly as a place to just be as unhinged and me as I could be. And no, I had no idea any of this would happen. I never imagined I would be live streaming. That's why it took me so long to actually start doing it. Never would have imagined. Because even now, some of my older videos barely have... Well, that's still 100 views. They have 100 views, but that's still 100 people who, looked at my channel. That's still a lot. But, yeah, I was excited when I got 1,000 subscribers. I was beside myself. And then, when my Your Boyfriend video started really popping off, it went from, I think as I was celebrating 3,000, it jumped up to 10,000. I was like, oh, crap. Wait, what? What am I gonna do? But I just kept moving forward, learned the things that I liked, learned what I was comfortable with, learned what you guys liked watching, learned how to edit, and here I am. We're very close to 50k subscribers, and I don't know how to feel about... Well, I feel excited. I feel really excited, because I didn't even think 1k was possible, but 45k is, so why not 100k? And then that's it. That's it. Whatever I get beyond that is just that. But I really, really think we can make it to 100,000 subscribers. Ooh. Ah. Okay. This question is by Zit. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your username. It's ZHITXC. Golly. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Yeah, Freya D, I do feel a bit overwhelmed. The imposter syndrome does set in sometimes when I'm editing, but like somebody said, my chat gives me determination. I just saw Agis Tupi's comment to Kai Hog is not beating the Espoir superfan allegations. I really appreciate that, though. It does really, really help me out. And it did it to me again. YouTube is buffering, and all right. My YouTube is buffering, and I can't see you guys' chat. You have failed me. You have failed me, YouTube. Or not. No, it hasn't. But this question is by ZHITXC. What are my top favorite animes? Revolutionary Girl Utena. So when I was about 14, I think, or sometime around that age, I was walking around a video store, and this was in the early days of anime when, like, it was just starting, you were just starting to see anime pop up in stores, and, so I see this VHS. Can I bring it up somehow? Can I? Nah, I don't want to risk it. It's already just barely working. I don't know what YouTube's doing. It's buffering and everything's frozen on my end. But I saw this VHS, this all pink VHS, and there was like a girl with super long wavy pink hair. Sorry, technical difficulties. We'll figure this out. Come on, YouTube. Is anybody having problems with it buffering? Kinga, I'm 39. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Yeah, Wi-Fi, what's going on? What's going on here? Because I don't want to... Everything looks like it's working. That is so weird. That is so incredibly weird. Come on, network. We got a thing to do here. And I don't want to change it, because that would, I don't want to, like, turn it off and turn it on again. Well, I'll just keep going. I might have trouble, turning the stream off like I did with the touch-starved, thing. Okay, and I'll have to look at the chat from my phone, because it kind of froze on my computer. Oh well. But yeah, so I saw the cover for Revolutionary Girl Uta the movie, and on the back, I saw, I'm pretty sure it was the first brown-skinned anime character that I'd ever seen. So, like, there's a brown girl in this? And she has purple hair? Purple hair? So I actually ended up seeing Revolutionary Girl Uta the movie first, which you probably shouldn't do, because it's a recap of the series, and if you haven't seen the series, then it's completely confusing. But if you have seen the series, then you'll notice that everything in the movie is completely different from the series. Like, characters don't act like themselves. So, I don't know, if you want to see the movie before you see the series, that's what I did. It was incredibly weird, but it was really beautiful and colorful, and I had no idea what was going on, and it was also the first LGBTQ anything that I think I'd ever seen. The LGBTQ anything. And it was beautiful, and I cry when Anthe and Utena, like, end up together at the end. Sorry for spoilers. Yeah, I should do a whole video about why I love Utena so much. Just the whole thing. Oh yeah. I want to show you my arts. I hope this comes out clearly. So this, of course, this is something that I made. It's a glass painting. Like I took a picture from the show, and like traced it onto glass, and you can't see it because my blue screen is messing it up. But I put like manga pictures on the back, and this is like always next to my thing when I'm recording. I'm so proud of it. I wish you could see how shiny Auntie's hair is, but I'm very, very proud of that. Utena is a very important anime to me. Why are you messing up on me, YouTube? Have I not served you well? But all the symbolism and hidden messages, and I've watched all of Utena like maybe 2 or 3 times, and I still don't understand everything. I'm still learning new stuff. But my next favorite anime is Princess Tutu. Everyone says that that's a really rare anime, but I love Princess Tutu. It's very much like Utena, and also like Sailor Moon, and also kind of like what I wanted for Gentille Alouette. And I actually watched it pretty recently, maybe like 5 years ago, but I only saw the whole thing once, so I'm due to watch the whole thing again. That fish is coming back. See, Princess Tutu was another thing I really, really liked. Wow, where'd it go? I'm trying to navigate through my own writing. Oh yeah, I really do like Madoka Magic too, Liminal Paraphernalia. Did I watch all of it? I think I've only seen all of the first, was it a series? Yeah, the first series of Madoka Magica. I haven't seen, like what happens afterward when Homura becomes more of a main character. I've just seen the end of, like, the first... Is it a season? Or was that the whole series? Hi, Fox Animation! Thank you so much for the question. I think your question is in here. I'm trying to get through all of the questions as they were posted. But also about Princess Tutu, I love it when characters fight using like music or dance. Like she kind of fights people by getting into their hearts by dancing, and I love that. If you can find an anime or a game where characters fight by singing or dancing, tell me, because I love that. And also it has a lot to do with ballet, and there's like my favorite chapter in Gentille Alouette does revolve around a ballerina. Project A-ko is another of my favorite animes. It's actually the first anime that I saw. It's the one that started me on the slippery slope. I think I was 7 or 9, but either way, I was way too young to be watching it, and it was on the Saturday anime block that came on the Sci-Fi channel years ago. I really liked the bright colors, like how bright Aiko's red hair was, and I could have sworn that in some scenes her eyes were golden. That's why I love yellow eyes. That's why Ashton has kind of yellow golden eyes. That's kind of why I love Micah Eugen, because he has golden eyes. Tee. And it wasn't the main Project A-ko movie where they're in school, because that's like the Project A-ko when A-ko's in the school uniform and she's fighting Biko. But what I watched was the spin-off that was made where they're like in space and there's spaceships and they're adults. I can never remember what that was called. But that was the first anime. Oh yeah, and that anime is actually how I learned how to draw. So I would record it on a VHS, and then I would play it back and pause a scene that I wanted to draw, and I'd take my little 9-year-old self would take some paper and put it on the TV and trace it onto the paper, and then I'd take it back and try to redraw it in my own way, and that's how I learned how to draw. Sailor Moon, of course. I wasn't gonna put Sailor Moon on here because everybody loves Sailor Moon, but almost every single thing I write or make has like a little bit of Sailor Moon in it, so I can't say that that isn't one of my top favorite animes. In fact, there's a lot of Sailor Moon. There's a lot of Sailor Moon in Revolutionary Girl Utena, and I grew up with the Deke version that came on TV, so Sailor Moon was such a big inspiration to me. And still is. I haven't watched Sailor Moon Crystal yet, and I haven't watched the Sailor Stars arc yet, but my favorite arc is the Dead Moon Circus. That's my favorite arc. And Bo 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 Bo. That is one of my favorite animes. I wish I could watch it right now. It came on Toonami on Cartoon Network for a while, and like I usually don't mind LOL random animes, but this one is just the most random of all. It's bat poop crazy, and it just kind of stays bat poop crazy, and they don't even try to add any kind of like deep backstory to it. It's just crazy. I have the note that it's basically the meme, she's bald and she's attacking everyone who has hair. I love that the power of being silly and ridiculousness is in itself its own power. I really want to write something like that. That sounds like it'll be fun. I don't even know where you can watch Bobobo anymore. There's only a few clips on YouTube, and I have a few of the mangas. Let's see, this next question is by Mar O Eight Row. I'm probably saying that wrong. Maro Hatro. Happy birthday, Espoir. Thank you. I hope you can make it, because you said you might not be able to make it, but it's okay. It's very okay. I appreciate you wanting to be here. When did I really start getting into manga and anime? Yeah, like I said, I think I was 7. I always thought I was 7, but when I looked at the schedule for the Saturday anime, lineup block, I think it was in a year that I would have been 9, I think? But Project A-ko and Sailor Moon was my first taste of anime, and I just loved how different it was compared to the cartoons that would normally come on TV, like My Little Ponytails and all these Disney Saturday afternoon things. And just like it moved different, and the stories hit different, and it felt like a little soap opera for kids, but not really for kids. And like when characters died, they died for good. I think Sailor Moon and Project A-ko was the first time that I saw like a character die and like not come back. And yeah, back then in the 80s and 90s, anime was really rare, and it was really hard to find people to talk to about it. So around the 2000s, 2021, I think is when Toonami started on Cartoon Network, and that way anime kind of became a little bit more mainstream. But yeah, I was pretty young. I was obsessed with Sailor Moon. I would be angry if I couldn't watch what happened next on Sailor Moon. And I started out pretty young. That one weirdo 656 asks, "Happy birthday, Espoir. I want to know what is your most favorite game and demo so far? And which one are you the most excited to see come out?" Lurking for Love. Lurking for Love, Jacob Alden is gonna be the answer to most of these questions. I love Jacob so much. Thank you so much, Maria Schmidt. Yeah, technically. A very merry unbirthday to you, who you, yes you. A very merry unbirthday for you, yes you. Now blow out the candles, Espoir, and make your wish come true. A very merry unbirthday to you. Thank you. It technically is my unbirthday today, because my actual birthday was actually a few days ago. So today kind of is my unbirthday. Tee. Thank you. And also Alice in Wonderland reference. I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Zarabeth, we're talking about... so I'm answering questions that was on the community post that I posted. And this current question is... what's my favorite game and demo, and which one am I most excited to see come out? So, Lurking for Love. I've been waiting for Lurking for Love for such a long time. It's kind of what started these Saturday live streams, because I thought, man, that video's really, really old. That game hasn't been updated in like 2 years, and there's probably some people who don't even know about it. So, and I want to see Jacob again, my darling sweet Jacob. I have a note here that says, I have a mighty need for my darling Jacob. But yeah, Jacob seems like every other Yandere, but I love how his story is slowly being fleshed out the more time you spend with him. Like, he can cook, he loves old cartoons, you spend some, like, good time with him. He has hobbies outside of stalking, because that's a very important hobby. And also, I really like how the main character in that game is written. Plus, I love Jacob's design, and I seem to be drawn to sad men with long blonde hair in visual novels. I'm also really excited for you and him. Yeah, I wrote, you probably wanted only one, but why not? We're having fun here. I love the twists and turns the story is taking and how dramatic you and him is. I usually don't like slow burn love stories, but I love like how the emotions between Adam and the MC are like the MC's getting more mad and Adam is kind of lowering his defense more. And we know that eventually Adam is gonna crack, and that's gonna be glorious when we see it. Some others that I'm really excited for are Seven Bloody Nights, both of the two Bob Velseb dating sims. I'm really excited for A Little Inconvenience. That's the visual novel with the guy with the paper bag on his head. He's very cute. Awful Kidnapper. Very, very excited for that. And I'm very excited for Hello Yinny's game Under Your Skin. Like, I'm sure there's 10 more that I'm forgetting. Like, I'm pretty excited for most of the games I play, most of the demos that I've played, but those are the ones that, like, come to my mind first and foremost. Oh, Zarabeth, you haven't seen Lurking for Love yet? I did a live stream of it, and yeah, I think I did 2 videos for it, like, 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, Busy Bee, the game dev of You and Him really knows how to tell a story. I'm always on the edge of my seat when I'm playing that game. That's why that 5-hour video was worth it. Taylor Mosley 6962 says, Happy birthday, Espoir. Thank you. I hope you have a good day. If you can eat one of your favorite desserts and drink one of your favorites, what would it be? Pumpkin pie! I almost can't resist a pumpkin pie when I'm at the grocery store. I don't care what season it is. Summer, I want some pumpkin pie. I love Thanksgiving and November, because that's when everybody puts out the pumpkin pie. And also creme brulee, but I gotta be really careful with creme brulee because it's really, really milky, and I slightly lactose intolerant. I shouldn't eat creme brulee. But once I had creme brulee cheesecake, and it was the most amazing thing I ever tried, but it was expensive, so I can't have that often. And cannolis. Cannolis. I still don't know exactly what the cream in cannolis are. Ooh. Oh, this song that's playing right now. I can't get distracted. Castlevania Symphony of the Night is also one of my favorite, like, entire game soundtracks. So my favorite drink is... So, when I used to go to IHOP all the time, they had something called a strawberry lemonade splasher, and it's like... So it's like strawberry juice, and then lemonade on top, and then strawberries on floating on top of it, and that was my favorite drink, and I've always been trying to, like, recreate that with fruit drinks. Yeah, I hope everyone's... I don't know what's going on with my network, with my stream, but my YouTube is buffering, and the chat on my computer is frozen, so I've got to look at the chat on my phone. So I don't know what's going on. But my other favorite drink is hot chocolate, and it's best if you put like a little cinnamon in it. But yeah, pumpkin pie, I think, is my... Like, you guys know me, I like cake. I like treats and cake. So I'm pretty okay with any kind of dessert that does not have coconut in it. I can't stand coconut. I dislike coconut more than I dislike strayed. But pumpkin pie and creme brulee and cannolis are my favorites. You amo gatos? E-U-A-M-O gatos. Thank you for the birthday wishes. How long have you been playing otome games and visual novels? So, before I remembered the first visual novels I actually played, I would say that I really didn't like visual novels, cause I didn't know visual novels like the ones I play existed. I thought that the only visual novels were the ones like all the men are... Wait, no, not even that. I didn't even know that there were otome games. I thought all visual novels were like a bunch of pretty girls with their boobs out and stuff, and different hair colors. That's what I thought visual novels were. And then when I learned about otome games, it was kind of just, alright, it's a bunch of pretty guys who all look the same with different hair colors, and sometimes one will wear glasses. Just visual novels looked really, really boring to me, like traditional, like official AAA visual novels. And at the time, most of them were in Japanese, and I hadn't had a computer to even play them, or even a system to play them, so I just didn't really give visual novels any kind of attention. But I remembered as I was writing this that I was about 20-ish, I think. I was still pretty young, and at an anime convention, I bought 2, like, in-box computer game visual novels, Hourglass of Summer and Tea Society of a Witch. So both of these were very, very weird visual novels. So Hourglass of Summer is a visual novel where you're in love with this girl. You play as a guy and you're in love with this girl, but she dies. I think she gets hit by a train. She dies. I'm sorry, I want to answer you guys' questions in the stream, but I want to stick to the questions that are on the community post from a few days ago, just to keep them in order. If you want to ask a question, though, if we finish this in time, I want to go back to that community post and see if there's any I missed. So Hourglass of Summer is about your guy, the girl you like dies, a fairy or something comes out of nowhere and gives you the power to turn back time so you can try to prevent her death. But there's other characters, I think there's 3 or 4 other girls you can romance, but if you get their routes, like if you go fully down their routes, the girl that you're trying to save still dies anyway, so you still gotta go back in time. So the trick is, and I did this, I think, all without a walkthrough. I just had a pen and paper and stress, because I didn't really have the internet back then. So you've gotta, like, romance each, you gotta befriend all of the girls, but not too much that you fall in love with them, so that then you can save the main girl. And that VN drove me crazy. It was like trying to solve a murder. Ugh. Thank you so much, lovely. That's a lot of yous. So yeah, that was Hourglass of Summer, and after I did finally beat that and get the best ending, I put that game away. I never wanted to see it again. I was so sick of that game. So, Tea Society of a Witch, if you look that up, it looks very, very cute, and the some of the characters look really strange. So, I'm fairly young, and I get this, like, oh, it's got cute little girls in it. They're witches. I don't know, this seems adorable. And I start playing it, and I'm like, why are some of these girls' thighs so thick? Why do some of them have such big cleavage? Why do these characters kind of look sus? So I was very, very naive in my mind. The girl I liked the most, I think she was the glasses character who kind of does a Jekyll and Hyde thing where she's really shy and she's got her hair in pigtails and she has glasses, and then she's like, she lets her hair down and she takes off her glasses, she's all like, ooh, hello, and you kind of coax her into being herself and not being this super sexy version of herself. But yeah, that game was an adult novel. I didn't realize that it. So the version I bought was a censored version, but I always thought this looks weird for some reason. There's something odd about the way this art looks, and it feels like there's parts of the game that were cut out. Like, this game feels way shorter, like something was taken out. And then years later I realized, like, oh, this is a Gooner game. So I don't know how much of a Gooner game it is. I kind of like buried that game at the bottom of my DVD case. I don't want to think about it anymore. It was easy to beat. It was one of my first visual novels before I really understood what was happening. But, yeah. So then the other visual novels that I played were, Mystic Messenger and Tokyo After School Summoners. They're both cell phone games. And then eventually I played Your Boyfriend, and then I learned what visual novels could really be about. And that started me on this other slippery slope. So yeah, I started out really not liking visual novels, and to be honest, I didn't like reading out loud. Like, in school I tried to never ever read out loud, but now I kind of do that for a living, and you guys seem to like that, and I like that, and I enjoy doing that. I enjoy voicing these characters and telling stories and reading stories that people have made, so I'm kind of into visual novels now. Let's see, Jasmine 2511 asks, oh, thank you so much. I don't remember when I started seeing you, but you're a really important person to me. I hope you have a really nice birthday. Thank you. And Daisy thanks you too. What are your favorite animals? Do you like sports? What's your favorite song? What's your favorite visual novel so far? If you really had to choose between all of your favorite game characters, who would be the one you would prefer over the other ones? And what is your favorite food? What is your favorite hobby? Golly. Well, I answered all of these. My favorite animals are foxes, sheeps and goats, alligators, pigs, and of course cats. Nope, I don't like sports. The only physical activity I really do most of the time is Beat Saber. That's a VR game. But I do like to watch tennis sometimes. Let's see, what's my favorite song? I'm really into music. I'm one of those, I listen to everything. Like, I haven't seen K-pop Demon Hunters yet, but I've been listening to Your Idol, like, on repeat for days. Like right after I finally put away Epic the Musical because I've been listening to that entire thing for months. I fall right back into listening to another song over and over. But I think so. A long time ago, a friend asked me if I was a boss in a video game, what would my song or theme be? And it would be the Revolutionary Etude Op 10 number 12 by Chopin. Yeah, specifically the version from the game Eternal Sonata. I think if I was a really cool final boss in a game, that would be my theme music. It's also the song that Vincent plays in his date in Picture Perfect Boyfriend reboot. Also, to sneak in another song I really, really like, the Vocaloid song Aishite, Aishite, Aishite. My favorite visual novel so far? That's super tough because there's so many that I really, really love. But if I had to narrow it down to one, I'd say Lurking for Love again. Like, playing that game after 2 years, it felt good to see Jacob again, and I really like the way the story is going, and I really like Jacob. I'm wondering... I'm wondering if in the story Jacob will do anything that makes me actually afraid of him. I doubt it. I love him too much. If I had to choose to actually be with any of my fictional husbands, like boots on the ground in actual real life, it would be Micah Eugen. Because most of these guys are crazy. Like, actually crazy. Dangerous or wouldn't like me, but Micah Eugen kind of has everything I would want in a man, and he's actually very similar to my real life husband. Did I answer your question, Kinga? Did I? I'm doing the questions that were on the community posts I made. I'm trying to stay focused. These are questions that people already posted days ago, and I'm going in the order that they were posted. So yeah, if I had to choose one actual live-action husband to marry, it would be Micah Eugen. My favorite food is... I have a lot of favorite foods, but barbecue bacon cheddar burgers. You may recognize that as Ashton's favorite food. I also love California rolls, and also lasagna. Like really cheesy, meaty lasagna. My favorite hobby used to be drawing and making earrings. Oh yeah, I'm not wearing any of my earrings. I know the base knowledge of putting together earrings, and I used to make some. But now, it's kind of my hobby is editing videos. Another one bites my nuts. Another one bites my nuts. Oh, Kinga, I see your question. No, A Date with Death was not was it stressful? No, it wasn't stressful. I also had a walkthrough in some parts, but it wasn't stressful. I hope you feel better. I am trying to stick with these questions so that I don't leave anybody's questions behind. I'm on a bit of a time schedule. But no, A Date with Death wasn't that stressful for me. Let's see. Another one bites my nuts. I'm gonna be editing, and in the back of my head, I'm just gonna be thinking, another one bites my nuts, and just laughing. If you had to choose, who are your top favorite and least favorite yanderes? Okay. So my top favorite yanderes would be Damon from Broken Colors. Jacob, of course, from Lurking for Love. I haven't played that game in a very long while. I don't even know if it's still in development, but Friend from See Through Need a Friend. I really liked his character. Ray from Binary Star Hero, and I tried to stick with characters who are actually yanderes. And Charlie and Charles from A Double-Sided Mirror. I can't wait to play more of that game. I also kinda threw in Sunny Day Jack, but just barely, because he does an awful lot of emotional manipulation, and I don't appreciate that, but... and I have here, written in my notes, me like Big Tibby Clown Man. So, I'm gonna cheat a little and name some yanderes that I like. They're not bad characters. They're not bad written, they're not bad characters, but they're just characters that actually made me mad. Daniel. Flippin' Daniel from What I Wouldn't Do. That guy is scary, he's rude, and how could he make me like Strayed think like, how could he make me think Strayed is a safer option? Dang it, Daniel. I'm gonna cheat a little bit more because this character isn't a yandere, but Derek. Man, I hate Derek. Derek from The Price of Flesh. Disgusting. I hate him more than I actually hate Strayed, because he's an entitled weenie who acts like a tough guy. He's like, oh, I'm a tough guy. I'm in the desert. I'm gonna do stuff to you. And I'm like, man, I do not like Derek. Niall from Parasite in Love. I think that's another game I should replay. Because he's also entitled. He's actually dangerous. He's in my top 11 scariest visual novel characters. Please watch that video, I'm very proud of it. Luno, the fluffy-eared man from Deadly Obsession, cause how are you gonna say that I'm the love of your life, that I'm the most important person in your world, and you're gonna put me in a basement with a mattress on the floor, and you're gonna give me a coloring book with no crayons? No crayons! That made me mad, Luno. And you know what? I'm gonna throw Peter in there too. Because as I'm playing more Your Boyfriend, I'm starting to feel more bad for Peter. Like, because you're starting to learn about what he's been going through. But gosh dang it, he just needs to stop killing my sexy, sexy landlord. And I've seen what happens in day 5, and I don't like it. Ow, I gotta stop hitting my leg. I have a note here, trying to talk sense into him is like talking to a brick wall. Dang it, Peter! That cue ball gets on my nerves. Like I said, not bad characters, not badly written, nothing against the developers, but those are just some characters that really get my biscuits boiling. Busy Bee. Oh, did Busy Bee make it? Let's see, what are my favorite traits in a fictional character personality-wise? I love confidence. I love when characters are loud and need to be seen, like a typical Leo. But I love it even more when all of that confidence is actually hiding an insecurity that I and my hyper-empathetic cancer self can heal. So, I think Ashino. I think I inadvertently made a character I really like when I made Ashino from Picture Perfect Boyfriend Reboot. Like characters who act all confident and just kind of haughty and overconfident, but they're actually sad boyos who need a hug. I also really like super powerful characters, or like if a character's super powerful or super rich or a celebrity and they have everything they could ever want, but the only thing they don't have is like either the player, like the MC, or like this one love interest, and it just like drives them crazy that they can't have this one person. I like stories like that. I've been meaning to write one. But on the other side, I also really like timid, nerdy, or dorky characters who turn out to be really passionate and devoted lovers. Hee hee hee. Oh, and also if a character breaks the fourth wall. I like that very much. That's always fun. Oh no, I've mentioned Ashino. Sleepy Bug is activated. Yeah, exactly, smoothly illustrated. Peter's fourth wall breaking powers could be so annoying when there's nothing you can do to avoid him. Yeah, and there's nothing you can do to avoid him killing somebody. Ugh. Ugh, like I get like this, and I was talking with someone on TikTok about how Sunny Day Jack is more of a horror game. Is my wig backwards? I think it is. We don't see that. How Sunny Day Jack is more of a horror game than a dating sim, and that I really hope that we can end up with Sean or the blue-haired guy. There's so many amazing characters in that game, and I don't want them to just be killed off by Jack. And there's also Ian. There's amazing characters, and then there's Ian. Yeah, we'll all throw soup at Peter. Ugh. But I don't know which direction Sunny Day Jack is going, but I would like to play it again. I can fix Jack. I can fix him. I can fix him. I can heal his trauma, maybe. Boxhead2286 asks, would you ever play Omori? I would absolutely love to see your reaction to the game. Also, you're my favorite YouTuber. Love you. Thank you! So, I think I bought Omori the day it came out. I really did intend to play it for the channel, but I was like 3 hours in of recording, and I was getting super tired. Like, the game wasn't really hooking me, and it was taking a lot of time, and at the time I didn't have a lot of time. So, but what I learned about Omori, I really liked how the story sounded similar to Gentil Alouette. Like, you start out in a room, and then you venture out into the world, and you're kind of working through your trauma. But I just got kind of bored after 3 hours. And then I looked up that the game is like 30 to 60 hours long. And I barely scratched the surface of the story in 3 hours. Aw, King, I don't know about adopting anybody. I'm kind of broke. I'm kind of just barely getting together, getting myself through myself. So I'm sorry. I would like to adopt, but I cannot financially. But maybe in spirit. I don't know. I don't know about people calling me mama. I think I'm more of a big sister, but I'm not sure. I want to answer your questions in the chat, but I want to stay focused. I want to stay focused with this. And I will go back to the community post to see if there's any new questions there, because I think there are. But yeah, Omori is really long. And you know I like to be a semi-completionist, so I'd want to do all the side stories. And also I have completely spoiled myself on the story, so I know what happens, I know why it happens. I don't know all the in-between stuff, but I do know what happens and why it happened. And oh, it just shattered my heart when I learned about it. So, I don't know. I have been thinking about making another channel where I just do unedited long plays of stuff. It would be separate from this channel, but it would... Eep! Why are you doing this? Alright, so YouTube just popped up one of those verify it's you things, so if I press this, I don't know what it's gonna do. Why did it log me out? Ugh. Alright. Alright. Hopefully it doesn't kill the stream. But, I'm gonna try to reload the page. Hopefully that doesn't kill it. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why my YouTube is breaking. Golly. Pourquoi? It broke. It broke. I don't know what it's doing. Just a second. I gotta have a talk with YouTube. I think it worked. I think it worked. Did it work? YouTube. Come on now. Did it... Okay. That was weird. It like broke spectacularly on me. That was weird. YouTube really pooped the bed on me. We've moved into the Sailor Moon lo-fi beats now. Golly. Aw. Miko, don't make yourself sick from swinging. So, my YouTube, like, froze? The chat froze, everything froze. So I just, X'd out of the whole window and just jumped back in, I guess. That was weird. What were we talking about? It's a good thing I wrote these down. So, I don't know if I'll play Omori. It's a really beautiful game, but it's also really, really long. And I have, like I said, probably 600 in total visual novels and visual novel demos to play. So I don't know. I do want to play Omori, but I was kicking around the idea of making a separate channel where I just have unedited long plays where you could just sit down and put on, but I don't know. I do want to play it though. I think it's a really cool story and I love the battle system. Also, I think the battle system was kind of hard for me. Ana Ale, we are getting through some of these questions. So I'd say you're probably right in the middle. So that offline artist asks, "Happy birthday, Espoir. Thank you. I hope you have an amazing birthday. My question is, what is your least favorite type of game to play?" That's a hard one, because I like to try a little bit of everything. When I met my husband, I had never thought about playing the game Metal Gear or Fallout, but thanks to him and thanks to giving that a try, they're two of my favorite games, so I like to try a little bit of everything. I don't think I like jump scare horror games like the ones that the big YouTubers play. I don't think I like those. I don't like stuff jumping out at me. I've been trying to avoid playing the original Five Nights at Freddy's 'cause I'm scared. And I don't really like games that involve a lot of like hiding and running away, 'cause I panic. I either panic or I get mad and jump in front of the monster. Purple Rose 7236 asks, if you could be an MC in any game, which would you choose? Also, thank you for being such a great creator and for playing these games for us. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Lurking for Love, again. I know a Fox animation. I know Five Nights at Freddy's isn't that scary, but it's scary for me. I'm a little scaredy cat. In Lurking for Love, the MC is super relatable. There's no immediate danger therein. Like in most of the games I've played. And, the worst I'd have to deal with is Austin. And the heat. So, being an MC in Lurking for Love doesn't seem that bad. Of course, we don't know anything about the mysterious murderer that's going on. Thank you so much, Kinga! I think my wig's on backwards, but thank you! And also the MC in Error 143, because I love Micah Eugen, and I would love for a super rich guy to plan out my wedding using NASA data. I don't know, maybe someday I will play FNAF, but that day is not this day. I'd really like to be the MC in Criminally Yours. I would totally accept Nicolaus after I found out his secret identity. And also I'd be fit and cool and have future vision and jump around on buildings and stuff. I'm burping so much 'cause of the sardines. I think being the MC in Yinny's game, Under Your Skin, would be super fun. They're a super relatable main character. I'd love to make music using vocal droid things, and I would crumble under Vice's flirting. But then I'd also find a way to like punch him in his virtual stomach. I really like Hello Yinny's game, Under Your Skin. I think that is her best game to date. I highly advise you either try it yourself, or watch her playthrough, or watch my playthrough, or watch Sleepybug's playthrough. Oh yeah, and the game Crimson Hydrangea that I played a few months ago, I think being the MC in that would be really fun. Another hot, rich guy who's like really into you, and he wants to give you hot cider and invite you to his house and show you his flowers. And you can further reject your manipulative ex-partner. So that sounds great. Fabs723 asks, I hope you have a great birthday. I am. It's great. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully you can make it. It says you might be working. But thank you so much for your question. I'm really happy that my silly content can make you smile and laugh. And I have been taking breaks and taking care of myself. Who would I marry, smooch, or punch out of John Doe, Alan from My Dear Hatchet Man, and Sunny Day Jack? Let's see. So I would marry John Doe. It would take a little house training. I have a note here. Like, hey honey, maybe don't stab me when you're excited, and sweetheart, maybe don't stand at the foot of my bed while I'm asleep. But I think I could make it work with John Doe. I think that'd be really cute. I would smooch Alan. Maybe not marry him just yet, but he's such a sweetheart. And we still don't know exactly what Alan's all about. We don't know we don't know how far Alan is gonna go. And I would punch Jack, because he deserves it for being manipulative. Somehow. How do you punch a ghost? Yeah, I'd punch Jack, because I love him, but he needs some sense knocked into him. Like, stop scaring Sean, dang it. Oh wait, did I miss? Oh yeah, and the other, question in here, do you recommend any romantic comedy animes, ones that are super cheesy and romantic? So my favorite, romantic anime is Kami-sama Kiss. Did I finish? I haven't finished watching it, but I don't usually like romantic comedy animes, but Kami-sama Kiss is one that I really enjoyed watching, and I really gotta find a way to watch the rest of it. And also I really like the protagonist in Kami-sama Kiss. She's not insufferable like most of them are. I'm currently watching Fruits Baskets, which is really good. And that's also a really good romantic comedy. It's got a bunch of amazing characters, and it made me cry a few times. Oh yeah, and I'm currently watching A Sign of Affection, which, it's not a comedy, but it's like one of the sweetest romantic animes I've ever seen. So that's A Sign of Affection. Oh yeah, and I haven't watched it yet, but for romantic comedies, I've always wanted to see this one called My Love Story, or Ore Monogatari. It's that anime where a really big guy is in love with like this really super pretty girl, and they're just both awkward and adorable, and they have a good relationship. But I still haven't seen it, but I've been meaning to. So those are my recommendations for like cheesy, cute anime love stories. Proxy Power 4373 asks, do you remember the first game you played on the channel, and would you replay it? So one of the first few games I played here was Minecraft. I did have a few adult games on here, but I privated them because I didn't want to get in trouble. Because when I first started my channel, I had no idea where to start. So, like, Minecraft seemed like a nice sandbox to start in. But I don't know if I'll play more Minecraft things, unless you guys really want to, because Minecraft has kind of gotten away from me. It's kind of evolved past my understanding, and it's only like a comfort game that I play. Uh-oh. A comfort game that I play, like, if there's an update and I want to see what's new. I very quietly stopped playing Bendy and the Ink Machine. Nobody noticed that. No, nobody say anything about that. I don't want to play Bendy anymore. It kind of hurt my eyes to play Bendy, because everything's either yellow or black, and I couldn't tell where items were, and I was getting frustrated. So I just very quietly stopped playing that. Really early on in my channel, I played Resident Evil Village, and that became one of my top favorite games. And what do they call it? I ranted to my husband about how upset I was that they're never gonna bring back these characters. These cool this does not feel like a Resident Evil game, and that's why I like it. I was terrified of Resident Evil when I was little, and I love Resident Evil Village so much. I want to see Heisenberg again. I want to see Lady Dimitrescu and Donna and Moreau again, but we're never gonna get these characters back. I'm so mad about that. But it would be fun to replay Resident Evil Village, because I've unlocked like the strongest weapon in the game, so I could just breeze through it in a couple of hours. I did play Poppy Playtime once, like Chapter 1 early on in my channel, but I don't want to play that anymore. I watched Corey Kenshin play the whole thing. And the puzzles in that, I think I would get frustrated, so I'll leave Poppy Playtime to the big YouTubers. I also did notice that I didn't finish my playthroughs of Inscription and No Straight Roads, and No Straight Roads is getting a sequel soon. So I was thinking I could like make a big video playing No Straight Roads 1. Because that is another one of my favorite games, and one of my favorite game soundtracks. Inscription was kind of long, and nobody really seemed interested in that, but Inscription was a really fun game, but I think I might need to leave that playthrough unfinished. But I might go back and play No Straight Roads. Yeah, so those are games early on in my channel that I might go back and play. I'm sorry, Atrocious Blue, that the ads are getting annoying. They shouldn't. I specifically put this to have a low balance of ads. Because usually I just leave it the way YouTube has it normal, like balanced. But on this one, I purposely brought it down. What the heck, guys? Ooh, purple. Ooh, we're gonna talk about purple. Clip Your Fingernails with a Z asks, my question is asking, what's your favorite scene from Purple? Yeah, Purple has been their favorite game for 2 whole years. Mine too. I loved playing Purple. If you don't know what Purple is, it's a game by the developers of John Doe and Frostbite with Tate Frost, and Scopophobia Studios. And this game, I believe, is like super personal to the developer because it deals with, I know it's DID, dissociative identity disorder, and just all around just the traumas that I assume are really personal, but like put in an artistic way, like Revolutionary Girl Utena or Gentile Alouette, but like I like games that come from the developer's heart, and like it kind of tells their story in a way, and it's deeply personal, and I love games like that, and I want to make a game like that. Ow, there's a big old bump on my cheek. I hope that's not a problem. Actually, it feels like a mosquito bite now that I think about it. How dare a mosquito bite me on the cheek? But my favorite scenes in Purple, I was so excited to play that. I dedicated a whole week to just recording Purple. So I think someone on TikTok animated it. It's this part in the secret ending when you're on the spaceship. I know, right? Spaceship. That seems out of pocket. And you gotta go around looking for Mason number 1, and they're all clones. So you're like, are you Mason number 1? No, he's Mason number 1. Are you Mason number 1? No, he's Mason number 1. And you're just going back and forth, and it turns out the first guy you talked to was Mason number 1. And just both me, the player, and Randall are like, I'm so angry, I don't know what to do with myself. So that was really, it was frustrating to play, but hilarious to watch. I highly recommend that you play, or at least watch my playthrough, if you can't play it yourself, of Purple. And yeah, it does have a lot of triggering things, so I can see how it would give people a bunch of mixed emotions. Atrocious Blue. Loren Rose, you're not that late. I think we're about in the middle of everything. What's my other favorite scene? The Tate and Messiah ending was really fun. It was really hot seeing Tate be all murdery again. And just his dynamic with Messiah was like Team Rocket, Jesse and James. So that was a really unexpected part. And as I was looking through my playthrough again, I remembered that I had to like replay the game from the very beginning, like 2 or 3 times, because I wanted to 100% the game, but it was worth it. So I think I spent like 10 hours on a 2-hour game. Oh, I really liked the Yume Nikki part. I think it's near the end, where you're like walking around as moths and you kind of defeat the monster version memories of Randall's mother and talk to the other versions of himself in his mind. That was really fun. If the whole game was that would be excellent too. And I really loved the ending theme, Dear Diary. I think that's what the song is called. Bye, Violava, and thank you again. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I just adored playing all of Purple. That's one of my top favorite playthroughs. Sanity Kakills asks, I will definitely eat some yummy cake. How did me and my partner meet? What's my favorite outfit to wear? And what's my favorite outfit to wear? I wanted to wear it now, but I have, the pink and purple shirt that I have that kind of looks like the one I wear in my logo. That's one of my favorite shirts to wear. But also the black and purple striped shirts. I like striped shirts. But I couldn't wear it because the blue screen that I'm using, it completely got rid of the purple squares, the purple stripes in my shirt. So I'm wearing my my Ashton shirt today, available on TeePublic and Teespring. Official Picture Perfect Boyfriend merch. But those colorful striped shirts I like wearing. And also my the gray striped sweater that I wear in my thumbnails. When it's winter, I love wearing that, because it looks like Randall's sweater. But me and my husband we met in community college, so I was fresh out of high school, and we met there, and I'm pretty sure he was like actually playfully bashing a movie that I really, really liked, and we were just kind of like playfully arguing, but then we were both like, hey, this guy's kind of cute, and he was like, hey, this girl's pretty cute, and we just kind of started hanging out and playing video games together, and then we got married. And I think we've been together for 20 years. And he is still my Pookie Boo. He is still the best husband of the world. If you're watching this, sweetheart, I appreciate you so much. I love you. You are the brightest star in my life. You are my sun, my moon, and my stars. And I'm so happy to have met you. Ah, man, I love my husband. Man. I taught him everything about Revolutionary Girl Utena, and he taught me everything about Metal Gear Solid. But yeah, that's how me and my Pookie met. We're college sweethearts. Both a couple of nerds playing video games together. Biff syndrome? Or is that beef syndrome? I want to say beef syndrome because that sounds great, but it might be Biff syndrome. But they asked, oh wow, you've been subscribed to me for 2 or 3 years? Wowie, yeah, you were here from like close to the beginning then. Like before my before my channel really popped off. Thank you! As someone who wants to become a YouTuber someday, I was wondering how you got started on YouTube and what your journey was like. Also, what software do you use to edit your videos? Thank you, and the birthday wish for Daisy, she thanks you too. She's sitting in a sunbeam right now. But honestly, if you want to start a YouTube channel, do it. Start. Just hit record, start, just go for it. There's a lot of things that you shouldn't just like jump right into, but with YouTube, I would say just do it, because you're gonna try to hold yourself back mentally. You're gonna be like, oh, well, I don't want to put myself out there, or oh, what if people don't like me, or oh, what if this, what if that. So the biggest thing I would say is just start, just do it, just make your channel. You might get stuck with a name you don't like there's a lot of YouTube channels that, I don't know, think more on the name you want to use, or if not, you could always change it. Can you change it? Can you change your YouTube name? I don't remember. Maybe because I like this one that I didn't change it. Yeah, there are a lot of things you gotta work with, but if it's something you really want to do, just do it. Or dang it, I think I heard it in a TikTok. Frame it in your mind as an experiment. I'm going to and that's helped me a little bit. Like, as an experiment, I'll see how far I can go in a YouTube channel. But just start. Don't hold yourself back. Don't let the void tell you that you're not going to be good enough, because you never know what's going to happen. I went to school, college for art, and I'm a YouTuber now. Nothing in my life prepared me for what I'm doing right now, except maybe, like, being silly when I was 10 years old and pretending I was on a TV show. But yeah, just start. You will improve, you'll get better. If there's something you want to do, you'll learn, you'll improve. But you gotta start. No one has the secret sauce or a definite answer. You'll just learn from your journey. Like, even now, I'm learning new things to do with my videos. Like, even if all you have is a phone or a microphone from the dollar store. If you look back at my videos, I had a crappy camera and the picture was only like 1% of the video, 1% of the screen. But you'll see what you need and you'll get better. Don't wait till you get like the expensive equipment or better equipment, because that'll just like stop you from doing anything. But also, I watched a lot of those how to grow your YouTube channel or get whatever subscribers. I don't want to say don't listen to those, because they sometimes have really good ideas. Where is it? Oh boy. I think Channel Makers, is a YouTube channel that I kind of look at for ideas. But really, just, if you watch YouTube videos, look at what other people do and see if you like it. Like, hey, this made me laugh. Is this something that I would feel comfortable doing? I know some people might be mad at me for saying this, but don't sign up for any courses. Those are scams. I think those are scams. Like, oh, just pay whatever for this course on how to be a YouTuber. That's a scam. That's how they're making money. And most of those how to grow your YouTube channel, they're just doing that so that they can get the views that to their channel. But I'd say just start. Like I said before, what led me to my YouTube channel was I was tired of being shy. I wanted to put myself out there. I wanted to connect with people who actually wanted to hear the words that I'm saying. So I just wanted to give people the option to listen to me, and if they did, that's great. If they didn't have to watch. But your reason for starting could be different. I would say don't start your YouTube channel with money in mind, because like you can't really guarantee you can't guarantee what's gonna happen. You never know where you're gonna end up. I wasn't big on visual novels, and now I play visual novels all the time. So you never know what's gonna stick. But I would say look at some of those how to grow your YouTube channel. Yeah, exactly, Sleepy Bug. Don't sign up for nothing. You take the free stuff. Yeah, we all start from somewhere. That's right, Silver Yumi. And yes, I'm still just kind of stumbling through everything. And yeah, the journey has been really surreal for me. Like, sometimes when I'm editing, I'm like, oh, no, people aren't going to get this joke, or people aren't going to think this is funny, or this doesn't really make sense, but I do it anyway. I just try to keep the imposter syndrome out. And it is kind of overwhelming that people are actually listening to me now. I'm not used to that. But I'm getting kind of used to it. I have been meaning, I'm writing a script on all the things I've learned for being a YouTuber. But I'm still piecing that together. But there's no definite answer. There's no secret sauce to make the perfect YouTube channel, no matter what anybody says. In my opinion, I think being the best you that you can be, like showing your personality as best as you can, is a good way to attract the correct kind of people. So the editing program I use is called Power Director by Cyberlink, and unless you guys are gonna pay me affiliate money, I would not recommend it. I've got the 360 yearly thing, and thank you so much, Jacob Adler. Oh, this is totally not the real Jacob, and not one of your subscribers. Have a great day, sunshine. Go get some chocolate chip cookies. I should make me some birthday chocolate chip cookies. Thank you so much, Jacob Adler. Thank you. It's not the real Jacob. Calm down. Even though I wish it was. Oh, Jacob. I miss Jacob. But I use Power Director by Cyberlink. I would not recommend them unless they're gonna give me money. But every update, the whole UI like changes. They make so many changes, and they've been adding all this AI bloatware. Like I'm not torch and pickforks against AI, but some people are getting crazy with it. There's a time and a place for AI, and a lot of times people are using it is not the time. I don't need AI to make my videos for me. Thank you so much, Andy. Andy, my birthday isn't exactly the 5th, but it's still pretty close to this day. It's just this is the Saturday closest to my birthday, my actual birthday, because you gotta keep your operational security. You gotta remain mysterious when you're a YouTuber. Not really. Everybody knows when Markiplier's birthday is. But happy birthday, Andy! I hope you get some birthday cookies. But yeah, I use Cyberlink. I pay like $70 a year. I should look for a different program. But I'm just kind of used to it. There's tons of other free programs you can probably use. I'm just kind of stuck with Power Director. One good thing about Power Director is the 360-day, the year-long subscription. I get a bunch of copyright-free music and sound effects I can use, and like the little gifs and stickers like the hearts and the sparkles and the effects come with it. So those are useful. Thank you so much, Biff Syndrome. Is it Biff Syndrome or Beef Syndrome? Oh, okay, same as the eye in stick. Biff Syndrome. I like that. I'm gonna be thinking of another one bites my nuts and Biff Syndrome in the middle of the night. Thank you so much for your question and for the donation. Thank you. But yeah, above all things, just start. And I'm sure I wrote it somewhere in these questions, but the number one thing about being a YouTuber is do not do anything you're not comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with doing something, I don't care if it's popular. I don't care if people are asking and asking. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Just no. Don't do it. I haven't watched Markiplier in so long. I hope he's doing all right. But yeah, don't just start. Like kind of learn from other YouTubers. Learn what you're able to do. Learn like editing techniques if you want to do your own editing. And just stay comfortable and take breaks. Take rests, take breaks, take care of yourself. Take a... Oh, it's over? Golly. We're already 2 hours in? Goodness. I've gone through both of my playlists. The Deltarune music playlist is next. But yeah, protect your peace, protect your information. Don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable. Just start, and you'll learn as you go. And I would say, like, look at things you like, like from watching Markiplier and Corey Kenshin. I like inserting in talking to my editor self in the future, or like Corey Kenshin like kind of leaves in his mistakes and draws attention to them instead of trying to cut them out. And I thought that was really endearing and funny, so I started doing that too. And a lot of other things I've learned from other YouTubers. And so that's yeah, so Power Director is what I use to edit videos, but to record I use OBS. Unless there's something else, OBS is very important if you want to do like face things. A lot of things use OBS to stream, so it's worth it to learn OBS. And I also have an NVIDIA graphics card, so I can record my screen anytime I want, and that's how I record the gameplay. And then in the editor, I just kind of put those two together. Fox Animation, I'm going by the questions that are on the community post that I made, I think it was Saturday, after the Klein live stream. So those are the questions I'm trying to answer, like, in order. Yeah, so make your channel for you first, be honest, but also protect your security, protect your information, don't reveal too much about your personal life. Don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable. Watch and learn from other YouTubers, and maybe some of those how to grow your channel things. Take breaks. YouTube can become incredibly stressful, whether you're a small or a big channel. Be patient. Be very patient. Like, it may take years for your channel to pop off. It may take months. It may take weeks, but it won't be instant. Like, I think Epix Lion had his channel for 10 years before he got the views that he's getting now. I'm so happy for him. And you never know where you'll end up. You never know what you'll be doing. So it's good to just try little things here and there to see what you're comfortable with. Yeah, just start, be yourself, get rest, be patient, and never stop learning. Like, even now, I'm learning new ways to make my videos better. Yeah, channel makers, that's probably for more advanced channel things, but they have a lot of good advice that I've been listening to. And they do live streams sometimes where people can ask questions. Oh yeah, Milene Fox 323's question. Yeah, thank you for the pony versions, the My Little Pony versions of the Picture Perfect Boyfriend boys. That made me smile. Let's see. Anywhere from my question, what was some of the inspiration of the lore of Picture Perfect Boyfriend, from the death story with Vincent and John to the breaking of the fourth wall story? I think I saw you in the I think I saw you in the chat, so I'm glad you could make it. Okay, so the so the story, when I write, I just kind of write when stuff... Oh, are you okay? Not angel dust? You almost got a concussion? Please don't get a concussion. I hope you're okay. Yeah, when I write, the story just kind of came to me. Like, even as I was writing Picture Perfect Boyfriend, I kind of didn't know what the ending would be, and it just kind of... Like, I knew Ashton would be taken out at the end when it gets too crazy. But I didn't have like the whole story afterward planned out until I started working on Reboot. So, spoilers for Picture Perfect Boyfriend Reboot. But I did play it in a live stream on my channel, and when it's done, I do want to try to play it again. But, okay, so in the real world, we have the Bureau, and I wanted them to be an evil corporation, but not actually evil. So I was thinking, what would the reason for a non-evil corporation to be creating ultra-realistic companion AIs? So I thought, so what if the CEO wanted to bring somebody back to life, and at first it was going to be a man, but I thought, what if I made it a pretty lady? So we have the lady CEO of the Bureau who made the Picture Perfect Boyfriend simulation game. So in the story of the game, we got a ruthless businessman, Max Affalato, and his girlfriend goes off with another man and has a child. So obviously he's pretty ticked off about that and would want revenge. So when Vincent's mother has an accident and dies, and Vincent's father needs help, Max Affalato swoops in and helps Vincent's father. But, of course, he's still kind of salty about it, so he kind of puts Carl in tons of debt. And then when Carl dies and Max Affalato disappears, all that debt gets passed on to Vincent. So when you meet Vincent, he's kind of dealing with the problem of his father. So that's where that storyline came from. It just kind of made sense in my mind. I don't consider myself a great writer, so it could be that I'm just kind of bad at writing. I don't know. I think I'm decent. I think I'm pretty decent at writing. But it just seemed to realistically make sense. Like when I write, I try to put myself in the headspace of my characters, and like, okay, this is what happened to them, and this is what they're gonna do about it. But that was the inspiration for Vincent's. Was it inspired by something? I want to say that it was, like maybe something else that I heard of, but I can't remember what it was. But I think it just came to me, like that he would be dealing with debt because Max Affalato unknowingly screwed him in the past. Let's see. Valep 400 asks, if you could choose 3 Yandere boys to marry, which ones would you choose? None of them, because they're Yanderes. Let's see. Yeah, that's a tough one, because I wouldn't want to marry them, but I would say Jacob from Looking for Love. I could fix him. Friend from See Through Need a Friend, because he's very devoted, he's very respectful, he's very romantic, and he's very silly, and I love Friend. And I think Damon from Broken Colors. He doesn't seem that crazy. We still don't know the full story of Damon. But he seems like I could fix him. All he needs is someone who'll love him, and I could fix him. They seem stable enough to share a life with, and they don't do any violence to the main character. That's important. None of these guys have done a violence to the main character, and they have hobbies and other talents besides stalking. Anastasia Loves You 5099 asks, this one was fun to answer. Do you think Ren from 14 Days With You and Soul from The Kid at the Back, if they teamed up, could they take Daniel from What I Wouldn't Do in a Fight? And what if Tate Frost from Frostbite tag teamed on Daniel's side? Okay, so strap in. So I think they could, especially if they were like, if it was the same MC, like from their games, that Soul and Ren are trying to rescue from Daniel. So Daniel and Tate, they're pretty big guys. They're pretty big and beefy and buff, but they're probably slow. They're probably slower than Ren and Sol. But then again, Ren and Sol are thin, but they're also really tall, so they probably wouldn't be very aerodynamic, so speed probably wouldn't help them very much. And they're probably not as strong as Tate and Daniel, but both of them are crazy. Both of them are driven, and they're Yanderes, so they got that Yandere determination. So I think Ren can, or at least knows someone who can alter reality for him? I think? I'm not quite sure. But Ren has somebody powerful on his side. And I'm assuming Sol is like some kind of trained assassin or bodyguard or something, I assume. So when Sol gets going, I imagine he can get crazy strong, and like the same with Ren, they can just tap into that Yandere determination. But then again, we've seen that Danny is also extra crazy and possibly has super high endurance, with the whole tearing off his face. And do we stab him? I can't remember. I can't remember if we attacked Daniel. So he can probably take a lot of damage. But so here's my favorite part. So Sol, we got Sol here from the kid at the back. Hugo is probably with him, most likely, and Hugo has a gun. So Hugo would shoot Tate and stop him, but he would try to shoot Daniel, and Daniel would probably still be going. But when Tate's down, Ren could grab his axe, and as Sol is trying to take down Daniel, Ren would come in with the axe, and that's how they would beat him. That's how they would win. That's how they would win. So that's what's going on in my head, because I don't want to be taken away by Daniel. Bambia asks, "Happy birthday, Espoir. Decided to check you out after commenting on their video." Oh yeah. They made a game that's coming out called Limerence in the Moonlight. I can't wait to play that. It looks really cool. What's your favorite romance trope? So I have a few favorite romance tropes. I'm glad I wrote these down. So I think I said before, I love it when there's a character who's either super powerful or super rich or super famous or super whatever, and everybody loves them, but they're only in love with this one small person, like the MC or whoever, and they just can't get this. They would do anything for this MC. They would do anything for this one little love interest. They would give anything for this one person, and I realize that's basically Silas. A rich and famous or powerful person who's only humbled by the person they love. It's Silas. It's Silas. It's characters like Silas from Love in Deep Space. I also really like the trope of a bodyguard who's desperately loyal and in love with their boss or the person they're supposed to be bodyguarding. I don't know if that's a common trope. I don't know what that's called. But I've also been writing something that's similar to that, and especially bonus points if the person that the bodyguard is guarding is scarier than the bodyguard, like a little gremlin girl who would kill you faster than the faster than the bodyguard. Is that your favorite trope too, Liminal Paraphernalia? I'm sorry that I'm missing so many things in the chat. But I don't want this to take too long. But yeah, that, is that anywhere? Someone who has a really super loyal bodyguard? I'd love to watch that. I'm currently writing something like that. Not for, well, I guess technically. Hey, Uggy Stoopy. Uggy Stoopy, don't you go spoiling stuff. And it's 33. Oh yeah, another trope I really, really like is, you're the reincarnation of my lover trope. Kind of like Inuyasha. I am not a Kikyo fan. I'm sorry, I may lose subscribers, but I am not a fan of Kikyo. She needs to get out. She needs to get out and go. But I really like the reincarnation of a lover trope. It's mostly inspired from... So there's a cell phone game called Tokyo After School Summoners, and the character Ophion is like this huge golden dragon guy. You'd probably see him at the top of my husband list. And you've got like the souls of a bunch of like past characters, and you also have the soul of his wife, of Ophion's wife, and when he sees you, like, he's the bad guy. You've been fighting him for chapters, but when he sees you for the first time, he's like, oh, my wife! And he just drops everything and starts doting on you, and it's the cutest thing ever, and I'm sad that that game's not more popular because I love Ophion so much. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter what gender you choose, he always calls you his beloved spouse, and he just dotes on you and tries to get you to fall in love with him. It's the cutest thing ever, and I love him. And I really want to make a story where it's that trope, and the two characters fall in love, and it turns out that the person isn't the reincarnation, and the actual reincarnation comes back, but the love interest is already in love with like the person that they thought was the reincarnation. That just sounds confusing. But yeah, I like reincarnated lover stories. Oh, this question is by Blueberry Oakley. Happy birthday, Espoir. Thank you. Since you mentioned that you've made Picture Perfect Boyfriend and RPG Maker, RPG Maker MV specifically, what are some interesting things you've learnt or found out or surprised by when making games? For example, coding, designing, backgrounds, characters, story making, how long it can take, and are there some tips you have for future game developers or people who are interested in game developing? Also, what is your favorite part when making Picture Perfect Boyfriend? And will you post videos of it on your channel? Yes, I do want to do like a big, long video or videos of a Picture Perfect Boyfriend reboot when I finish it. So, the games I make, I still haven't learned Renpai yet, are made using RPG Maker MV. Most of the... Yeah, it's the same program like Yume Nikki and Mad Father, I think Off, were made in. I've been playing RPG Maker since it was on the PlayStation 1, and it's like... It's like a simplified coding program that like gives you like sprites you could use, like little walking around characters and backgrounds and music. It gives you like all the tools like a toy box to make your own role-playing game, but you could also make other games that aren't role-playing games, like a visual novel. But in making Picture Perfect Boyfriend and games in general, I was really surprised at how much game making is like illusion, like magic, like sleight of hand magic, where somebody like takes a card and puts it between their fingers and it makes the illusion that it disappeared. Like with like just a few frames, it can make a character looks like they're walking, or using parallaxes can make a background like look like it's scrolling. Like if you're in a car, you're just moving a picture from left to right, but it looks like the whole scene is moving. It kind of... I'm surprised at how little things can kind of trick your brain. And like how important little things like sprite placements and fade outs, or like in some visual novels when a character speaks they kind of do a little bob. Just like little things that bring a game to life. So with story making, I remember hearing some advice to say that you should write your story backwards. Like, kind of know your ending and then kind of work backwards to the beginning. Like, obviously, if you know how your game or story wants to start, you have that. But it's like, this is hard to explain. I'm glad I wrote it down. But like, kind of knowing your ending will help you will kind of help you keep the story focused. And both Picture Perfect Boyfriend games only have one ending, but maybe I would like to make a game that has multiple endings, but for right now, you'll get the same ending. You'll just get like a different experience of getting there. Another advice for making games, write something that you would like. Write something that you would read, create a love interest in your game. If you want to create a love interest in your game, make them out of things that you would simp for. Like, put together all your favorite things and see what you get. That's what I did with Ashton. Oh yeah, biggest advice for game making and story writing, write down everything. If you, like, carry a little book with you or something, but just, you'll get an idea out of nowhere. Like, you'll be asleep, or you'll be like doing something else, and then a great idea will hit you. You won't remember it. Don't trust yourself to remember it. Write it down immediately. I had notebooks full of ideas for Gentile Alouette and Picture Perfect Boyfriend. Don't be afraid to change your story if you gotta make big changes. If you gotta cut out a bunch of characters like the Jacques sisters. Oh yeah, that's good advice too, Sleepy Bug. Right from the hips. Man, I wish I could remember the TikTok that I saw, but like, don't be afraid to be a little sus with your writing. Like, right from your hips and right from your heart. I need to take that advice. I need to do that. But don't be afraid to change things in your story. Yeah, things will change. You'll get new ideas. Don't be afraid to change stuff. Oh yeah, another really important one. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Messing around with the windows on my computer, trying not to block the chat. So I know people worry about originality and like being the first to have an idea, but I'd say don't worry about that to the point that you don't create your story. 'Cause so dang it, I wish I could bring it up, but there's this meme picture of a person setting down a cake on a table next to a picture of next to another cake, and they're setting their cake down. They go, oh man, somebody else brought a cake too. And then somebody else comes up and goes, oh sweet, 2 cakes. So somebody else brought a cake, you can make a cake too. Your idea will always be unique as long as it comes from you. There's tons of stories about an AI or a digital character that falls madly in love with a human user character, but I still made my Picture Perfect Boyfriend. Like, PPB is a lot different from, say, Klein, or Under Your Skin, or Doki Doki Literature Club, even though Picture Perfect Boyfriend is very similar to Doki Doki Literature Club. But, don't worry too much about your idea being stolen or being too similar to something else, because Star Wars is basically the hero's quest with samurai, and where's my note? The Lion King is basically Hamlet. But as long as you put your own personal spin on it, it will still be something that you can that you can enjoy. Not Angel Dust, we're on the, what is this, Deltarune? We're on the Deltarune Lo-Fi Mix for 2 hours playlist. Man, I didn't think we would get to this playlist. Oh yeah, another great advice, be cringe. Be silly. Be self-indulgent. Write that self-indulgent story of a mafia dragon who falls in love with his timid vampire secretary. Hey, past me, I say to myself. That's part of your uniqueness. Don't be afraid, like, oh, my idea's too cringe, or oh, my idea's too fantastical, or something. Don't be afraid to really get silly with it, to really get self-indulgent with it. And if you want to practice, if you want to express yourself, just, because you don't have to show everybody every little piece of your writing. You could make like a short story that's like the most Mary Sue of Mary Sues. Just write for yourself for a while, and then if you feel comfortable sharing it, then go on and share it, because somebody out there will like it. Somebody out there will like your mafia dragon who falls in love with his timid vampire secretary story. I've also heard the advice, if you want to write a book, read more books. So if you want to make a game, play more games, or I guess watch more games. That's something I need to do, book-wise. Oh yeah, and very important, take breaks. Go slow. A great game is never rushed. Like most of these developers are making these games in their free time. Like they've got family, work, other hobbies. So a game can take as long as you need. I'm still working on Gentile Alouette for like 9 years, and I think Picture Perfect Boyfriend, I think I started playing that or started making that in 2002? Yeah, exactly, smoothly illustrated. And The Lion King 2 was just Romeo and Juliet without the dying. Aw, no, Adele was definitely not here. You don't need to repeat happy birthday. I'm sorry that I'm missing so many things in the chat. I'm just trying to keep focused, because you know I'm really bad at focus. But yeah, go slow, take breaks, don't rush yourself. It is good to have a time frame, but if you need to, you gotta break your own rules. Like if you need more time on something, having a deadline is good for focus, but don't be afraid to break your own rules. We're all just little guys doing our best. Let's see, when I was making Picture Perfect Boyfriend, what I really liked was trying to guess how the player would react to something, and like giving them responses that they wouldn't expect, like kind of like the thing Toby Fox does in Undertale, like the part when you go to Snowden and you read a sign that says dog marriage, and then you stop, and then you go back and read the sign again, and the sign now says, yeah, you read that right. Because Toby Fox knew that you were going to turn around and try to read the sign again. He knew. But another thing I really enjoyed when making Picture Perfect Boyfriend was I like making the buttons. The buttons that you click on to like go to different locations or to open up photos, because that goes back to game making kind of being an illusion. You think you're pressing a button, but what you're really doing is moving a little character, like a little square character that runs across the screen really fast. And you're not really clicking a button, but you're clicking like 25 little tiny squares that all do the same thing and have a picture over top of them that looks like a button. So it's not actually a button, it's just a bunch of events that do the same thing. Oh yeah, and when I was writing Picture Perfect Boyfriend Reboot, I really loved making all the guys' story come together, like, affect each other. Because all my boys are dealing with trauma. I accidentally made them all traumatized. But as they start to heal each other, and their stories unfold, and my favorite part is when Cadsy and Ashton finally see each other again, and Ashton just punches Cadsy in the stomach for what he did. You know what he did. If you know, you know. And going back to game making being an illusion, all that's in that programming is Ash's sprite goes to the left really fast, and then the screen goes black, and then you hear a punch sound, but in your mind, you know that was him rushing to punch Cadsy. So that's really neat. I think that's really cool. It's kind of like making a flip book. This isn't actually a flip book. Actually, isn't an animation, but it tricks your eye into thinking it's an animation. And yes, I do, hopefully, want to make a video playthrough of Picture Perfect Boyfriend Reboot when it's done. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I answered all the questions. Oh, so I will admit I'm getting kind of tired. And I think my mom will be here soon. My ma'am. But I'm going to check the community post again to see if there's any questions. Oh boy. Oh yeah, there's a few of them. No, I want to go back. Oh golly. Alright. Did I miss? So I'm gonna go back to the community post to answer any new questions that are there, because I did all these, the ones I just answered, I did that yesterday. How did I miss that one? How did I miss? I thought I got all of them. How did I miss this one from 4 days ago? Oh wait, oh, I didn't miss that one. Okay, I got it. I am getting tired. I think my mouth is actually starting to hurt a little bit. So 3 hours ago by Calliope Martinez, 1996. If you had to choose 3 Yanderes or Yandere visual novel characters to punch, who would they be and why? For me, it's Double from Binary Star Hero, same. Strayed from Boyfriend to Death, same. And Teo from 14 Days with You, same. I love it when visual novel characters... Golly. Thank you so much, Adele was definitely not here. Yeah, those are kind of all my same characters, too. Gosh darn, Double from Binary Star Hero. His after story ending was just terrifying. Strayd's getting bopped. Alright. But yeah, gosh darn, Teo from 14 Days with You, Strayed from Boyfriend to Death, Double from Binary Star Hero. I'd also like to add in Austin from, Austin. Austin's gonna get the biggest punch of them all. He's just, all my husbands are gonna come in and we're just gonna beat down Austin. There's somebody else that really ticked me off. Derek from The Price of Flesh. Ooh, I hate Derek. So thank you for your question, Calliope Martinez. Silver Yumi asks, what's my personal favorite video game outside of visual novels? I haven't played it in a while, but Castlevania Symphony of the Night is one of my top favorite games. I've been playing a lot of Power World. I could play more Power World now that there's an update. What is the game that I'm always playing? I really enjoyed Resident Evil Village, but I've kind of beaten it, so there's not much there anymore. Yeah, I don't play too many games that aren't for the channel, but I really, really like Pal World. Castlevania is a really nostalgic game for me. I played a lot of Stardew Valley for a while, and also Fields of Mystery, huh? And for exercise sake, I play a lot of Beat Saber. Miko, the one and only. Have you watched Adventure Time? If so, who's your favorite character? Mine's Peppermint Butler. I did watch a lot of Adventure Time. I didn't watch all of Adventure Time, but I've watched like a good amount of it. I think Marceline is my favorite character. I don't really have a tippy-top favorite character, but I think I like stories about Marceline the most. Yeah. Because I feel like I've watched a lot of Adventure Time, but I know that I haven't. I think I've just seen a lot of like lore videos and explanation videos. Oh yeah, Fiona from Fiona and Cake. And I love how evil Peppermint Butler is. That's kind of hilarious. Oh, and I have seen the comment that, you kill me every time. The Boyfriend to Death remake game is coming out soon. I have it wishlisted on my Steam. Comet Hidden Gem Studio asks, I wanted to fan art for a Picture Perfect boyfriend for each of the boys' birthdays. Do you have a headcanon for their birthdays? So I actually brainstormed this with Sleepybug. Kind of. Not quite their birthdays. Because I'm really particular about zodiac signs, so I wanted to give them like the right kinds of signs. So right now they still don't have if I can find it. Can I find it? I don't know if I can find it. I wrote it down. Is this it? Oh man, I can't find it. But me and Sleepybug kind of brainstormed what each guy's zodiac sign would be, and I don't remember where I wrote it. But no, as of right now, the boys don't have canon birthdays. I wrote it down, Sleepybug. I know I wrote it down when we were talking about it, but I don't remember where it is. I have so many things in my Google Docs. Nut butter. I do not know where it is. Gosh darn it, I'm so disappointed. But as of right now, the guys don't have canon birthdays because I want them to have the correct and most accurate zodiac signs. But thank you for your question. Just just kind of jamming out to the music now. Hopefully it doesn't get copyright claimed. Milo D5D asks, would you ever play Among the Sleep if you haven't already? It's a horror game where you play as a 2-year-old with a sentient teddy bear and have to try to find your character's mother. I have actually played that on my own, but I didn't beat it because I got frustrated. It's a very sweet game. It's also kind of sad, but it's not too sad. It's not sad to the point where I wouldn't want to play it, because I don't like games where kids are being abused, but it does tell a very sad story about this poor little baby. But I think I just wasn't really good at the platforming, and I got stuck at some part near the end, but I have been spoiled on the game. I did play it a long time ago. That game's old. But, if more people would want to see me play it, I could give it a try. I beat Little Nightmares, so maybe that's possible. Thank you for your question, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Spark Space Ruth 3626 says, "Happy birthday, Espoir. I just wanted to say that part 2 of Criminally Yours is going to come out next month, and what are you going to look forward to in the story and the conflict between Oracle and Kronos?" Ooh, I can't wait. Superhero stories are one of my favorites to play. I think so far there's only really 2 superhero visual novels out there. Now me personally, I would accept Kronos. I would accept him, like, alright, you're doing, I see you, you're crazy in love with me, maybe stop killing people, we can make this work, I can fix him. I really hope, I think that's what I'm looking for. I'm really looking for the option to just fully accept Kronos, to just fully accept him. Maybe he becomes your sidekick or something. I just want them to be together. I would have stayed. I would not have climbed out of the window and did the walk of shame. I would have stayed, and talked it out. But I also understand the MC being freaked out, so seeing a route where they are freaked out would also be neat to see. But he met my mom! He met my mom! We're basically married now! How is that gonna turn out? I'm talking about the game Criminally Yours, a superhero Yandere game that I played not too long ago. It's great. It's good. I can't wait to play more of that. Thank you for the birthday wishes, Atrocious Blue. Crimson Hydrangea. As far as I know, Crimson Hydrangea has not updated yet. But that game is about you've moved to an island that's kind of cut off from the world, and you work at a bookstore, and then this super hot blonde guy is being really flirty with you, and you're trying to get him into your favorite author's book. I think his name is Belmont, because I kept making Belmont jokes. But I'm pretty sure that the blonde guy is the author of the book that you're obsessed with. And there's a really nice romantic thing going on there, and then your ex-partner comes back, and you can either make up with your ex-partner, and depending on who you go with, one of them turns into a Yandere, and then your boss is really, really cute, and you can go with her, and your roommate's really, really cute. Tee. So I'm really excited for that too. I gotta check if that game is updated. Rev is Dead asks, are there any other types of content you want or wish you could do, like animatics, video essays on media? Also, happy birthday. Thank you. I really would like to do more video essays, but I don't know what I would talk about. I really would like to do a video essay on what it's like being a YouTuber. I'd really like to talk about Utena. If I had the and other people have done it better than me, but I'd really like to explore why we all like Yandere characters so much. I really like the psychology of that. But I've seen 2 videos that already explain that really, really well. I need to comment on those. But I would like to explore the psychology of, like, why we all like these dangerous characters fictionally. I'd also like to do a video on the super weird AI nonsense that YouTube is trying to push onto creators. I gotta show you guys the Inspire button that they have in YouTube Studio, so when I answer comments, sometimes there's a pre-generated AI like auto response that tries to mimic how a person would talk, and it's almost always wrong. Like, I would never say that. Why would any person say that? Get out. Like I said, I'm not even all AI is bad kind of person, but there's places that it doesn't need to be. It's very silly, and I'd like to write a video essay about that. But I really, really would like to make, like, animatics or animations or storyboards. I just haven't had the inspiration or the time. But I'd really like to make animations. Like, Small Bento Sakura makes really cool animations. I see such cool animations on TikTok. I want to make them. But I just don't have the time or the energy to, like, sit down and learn it. Because I have Clip Studio Paint, which is another thing, it's what I use to make my thumbnails. And it has an animation thing built in, but I don't know how to use it. But I really like what I'm doing now. I like exploring people's games, I like reading stories, I like voice acting the characters. It's kind of easy. It's a lot easier than making a video essay. And I like reacting in ways and then reading that you guys reacted in the same way. Those are always fun when we're sharing the brain cell. So I like what I'm doing now, but I have thought of, like I said, making a separate channel where I just put on a game and just play it, just unedited, except for maybe if I gotta go pee, just unedited long plays of various games. I do want to play, like, Sally Face and, what's that game called? Slay the Princess. I do want to play those games. I might put those on this channel, because a lot of people requested it, but, like, other games, like, I don't know, Pal World, or, I don't know. I might put on another channel, if I decide to make another channel. But for now, trying to stay focused on this one, because I really like this one. But it would be really fun to make animations. And I think that's all the questions right now. Whew, I don't know if you can hear it, my voice is kind of cracking. And that cough is starting to come back. Whew. Right, I think Adele was definitely not here. Your dad says hi. Hi, Dad! I'm sorry that I missed so many questions in the, so many things that you guys are writing in here. Yeah, Sleepybug, thank you for the 3-hour alarm. I think I better stop. This was so much fun. Thank you all, dear friends, for coming to my birthday. Even though it's technically not my birthday today. My birthday was a few days ago. But I really appreciate it. Thank you for everyone's questions. I saw that there were some questions you guys wanted me to answer. I'm so sorry that I couldn't get to them, but I really wanted to stay focused. Oh, Bonafide meme, you like the Loveless Biker Boys? I miss the Loveless Biker Boys. I miss playing that. I miss those boys. I really like those boys. Alright. Ooh, head's hurting. Oh, head's hurting, throat's dry. But I think I better stop here. Thank you everyone for coming to my birthday. Thank you so much to everyone who donated. I will use it. I want to use it to get treats, but it's probably going to go into my savings for like food and medicine. Whew. It's very okay, Isabella. So I hate that I missed so many questions in the chat, but I wanted to stay focused. So if you have a question that you'd like me to write an answer to, when I end this live, you can put that question in the comments of this video and I'll answer it there, because I like answering you guys' questions. I think it's fun. If it's your birthday this month, I hope you have an amazing birthday. And also, I'm sorry that it's so hot. Stay hydrated, stay cool. If you've got heat rash, if you've got prickly heat rash, use some calamine lotion on that. Have a hat when you go out. Oh, and just all around, stay safe. Thank you so much to everyone who's lurking. Thank you so much to everyone who came here. Thank you to everyone who wanted to come here but had to go early. I really, really appreciate it. And I'd say this was one of the best birthdays I've had. Yeah, so I actually got to get working on some more videos, because I think I've only got one scheduled. So I gotta get back to work, but first I'm gonna rest. And thank you so much for all the happy birthdays. If you have a question that you'd like answered that I couldn't get to in the chat right here, you can put that in the comments. I'm gonna go lay down now and give Daisy a little kiss. Thank you!